Hey Naturalistas, so earlier this month Solange dropped this gorgeous photo and I knew immediately I wanted to try to recreate it. So to start, I'm making this braided crown she has on the top of her head. I just use copper wire and wrap some blonde Kinky hair around it, kind of like how you do faux locks. And then I made one super long braid and I'm just fitting it to size. Now I am going to glue the braid on the outskirts of this braided crown. And just a small detail of making sure that this braid is on the perimeter, not the inside of this, is really important because that's exactly kind of how she has her braid going on her crown. So once I got to the end, I snipped off this piece of hair to make it nice and seamless, and then I just glued that last little tidbit of hair down, and that's all you pretty much need to do for this braided crown. I think one of the key components is making sure that you have that piece of copper wire sticking out because you're going to need it later. If you've ever worked with braiding hair, you know there's a lot of flyaways, so I did go in with some scissors and cut them away so it was nice and neat. So next you're going to want some copper wire, some beads, and I used some clip-on earrings, and we're going to start making these cute swirly earrings she has on. They're like gigantic, but I kind of love them because they definitely add to the whole aesthetic. Like, it's just, I love the whole vibe of the picture. So anyway, I'm just folding over the end of the wire so that the bead is kind of like stuck there and it won't fly off. And then she kind of has like gradient beads, like, so they're bigger and then they slowly get smaller. So I separated out large beads, medium-sized beads, smaller beads, and then the tiniest beads until it was done. And then I'm just using a nail file to gently file the side of it so it's not completely flat, but as flat as I was going to get it, so that I could glue on the back of the clip-on earrings so that I could actually wear these earrings. Now, you know, hindsight is 20/20, and I kind of wish I got the ear posts that are like not clip-on, because these are super heavy and these were like trying to slip off my ear. So if you ever do this, make sure you get the posts instead. So let's move on to the hair. This is probably, like, I don't know, the coolest part of this whole thing, especially because I'm bald. So I just pre-braided some hair using that same Kinky hair, and I already added the bigger braids to the back of my hair, and I'm using this Got to Be gel, or Got to Be glued gel. And then I'm using some of the tinier braids to start making these like fake cornrows. Clearly I'm bald, so I couldn't cornrow my own hair, and I thought this was actually like a really genius idea. So what I'm doing here is just cutting away the excess hair. And one important thing with the Got to Be glued styling gel is that when you place it on, you do want to let it dry for like a second and let it get tacky before applying it to your hair. This even goes for like if you're throwing on a weave or something. It just makes it easier for whatever, it becomes like a better adhesive that way. I'll put it that way, like it just sticks better. So you'll see me here just cutting all of the little braids. I pre-braided two sides and then just kind of putting them on top of my head. It did get super sticky, so I was using a comb, and I kind of got a, you know, a glimpse of what I would look like if I did the half-shaved hair thing. And I went to the other side of my head and did the exact same thing. I used all of the fallout hair to create a bun. I kind of wish I had made it neater on camera, but I did not while I was filming, but I did for the pictures. And then after that, I used the extra piece of copper wire that I kind of had hanging out of the braided crown and attach that to the bigger braids in the back of my head, and that's kind of what I used to secure it and keep it in place. I also used a couple of bobby pins. So that's the end of the look. I kind of wish I had got better ending shots, so I'm just going to use a Snapchat one because I completely forgot, to be honest. But yeah, that's the end of the look, and that's how I transformed into Solange. So if you like this video, please give it a big thumbs up and share it. If you haven't seen my other Halloween transformation videos from this month, make sure you click the links in my description box. I also have to give a huge shout out to the Shade Room. They reposted my transformation, which I thought was awesome. So if you saw that picture posted on their Instagram, let me know in the comments. All right, I'll catch you guys in the next one.